Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisha. I blog every day at kjaggers.com. That link is in the description bar, as well as links to Facebook and Instagram. I would love it if you followed me on those, social media platforms as well. You'll get more updates, more pictures, not just videos. So today I am back with another video in my 2016 planning series. I really hope you guys have been enjoying, seeing this series from, my Midori to some different travel journals, the prayer journal, the plan with me videos. I just hope you guys are finding these helpful, inspirational, motivating, and I have just noticed in my life through so many years, I'm 40 years old, I've been using a planner since probably 10 years old is what I'm guessing. And if any of you have watched me and watched me plan, you know I love pen and paper. Simple Midori planner right now. I did see a new Erin Condren that I'm very interested in, and I can't believe I'm saying that. But I absolutely love my Midori, and I plan in here. I plan on the family calendar as well, which is out in the dining room. And it's taken me a while to get to where I'm okay with planning electronically with planner apps and different apps that I have found helpful for my kids that are actually getting older, doing more sports, having more appointments. Lots more is really happening right now in our lives. We have so many different things going on with our children. I can see ahead of time that scheduling is going to be crazy. And I really started thinking about how we can all be on the same page. And sure, the calendar in the kitchen is very important, but we don't always have that calendar with us. And it's complicated because, one kid's here, one kid's there, another kid's here. We have a party on this date. And, things come up every day. And the one thing that my family always has on them is their phones. So I decided that it was time to check out what would work for us planner app-wise, that we could all sync in together and, not be surprised when something comes up that we, weren't expecting. And there's so many good things to planning online. It is not my first method of planning. My first method is my Midori. It's where everything goes first, or whatever calendar or planner I'm using at the moment. My personal calendar is where everything gets started at. But as the kids get busier and busier, and we're already getting a lot of their schedules, it's going to be hard to keep up with things. So we started incorporating a few apps, and I'm going to tell you my top 4 planner apps right now. So I'm really excited. I'm sorry the light is changing. It's going, the sun is going in and out. So my first one is Cozy. Now, many of you have heard about this. If you have, I'm sorry for being like the last to figure it out. But even, last year, we really wouldn't have needed something like this for our family because Jackson wasn't that much into sports. Zane wasn't into sports. Brittany was the only one, and it was easier to keep up with her schedule. Obviously for me, being I was away, I had important dates that I needed to attend in my personal planner, but I didn't have to worry about taking her to this practice or this tumbling session, or Zane to this practice, or Jackson to this or that. And so this year presented itself as a lot busier of a year. Even though we just moved up here a couple months ago, our schedules have been insane. So what I like about Cozy is it syncs with all the other phones. So it's an app that Jackson has, it's an app that Brittany has, that Zane has, and Scott has. And those are our youngest kids, and Scott and I. And what I have done is I've actually held the kids responsible for maintaining this app within their phone. So obviously any updates they need to perform, and I'll kind of do reminders on that for them. But this calendar has been a lifesaver in a lot of ways because, we're on the go, and I don't always have the Midori Traveler's Notebook with me. We obviously can't take that big family calendar with us, but like I said, we always have our phones. So what I like about it is when the kids get an important date with their sports teams that I need to be made aware of, maybe sponsorship forms for Brittany need to be turned in at a certain date, or practice is being held at this certain location this week instead of this, the kids actually are responsible for putting that into the calendar. Now, obviously, when they get their, cheer calendars with the basic schedule, I go ahead and input that for them. I have no problem doing that. But as things come up, projects for school, things they're going to need money for, dentist, doctor appointments, it's really beneficial to have a calendar that is online that all of us can share. So Scott can be reminded that, hey, Zane's got a game tonight, and he can be reminded that way, because this syncs again with all the family's phone, and it's also available on a computer, or your tablet. So it's super easy to use. And what I like about it is the colors code, the dot system. So everyone has a color dot in our family, and they can put in their own appointments. Now, if they do fall short and forget, life happens, but I'm doing my best every night to remind them to put their stuff in. I also ask them if they forgot to add anything, if anything important's going on. I remind them to put that in the phone. I want them to be responsible for inputting their schedules as much as possible. We have like 15-year-olds, and it's time for them to help out a little bit on planning. And I think it's a great lesson because, they're going to have families and lives that they're going to need to organize and, structure. And it's nice to have them helping out. Another very positive thing about Cozy is the reminders. You can set a reminder for a couple days out, a week out. You can set your reminders however long you really want to set them out for. So like I said, Scott can get a reminder that, hey, he needs to leave work at 4 p.m. to make it at Zane's game at 5 o'clock. And so those reminders are simple. The kids can put those reminders in, and we get them. And another thing that I really like is the grocery list option. Now, there's grocery list that you can build within Cozy. And what I like about it is, before grocery day, I let those kids know, and my husband, if you want something in particular that, maybe I'm not going to pick up, it needs to be on that list. So everybody is contributing to the weekly grocery list as well. We're forgetting less stuff that way. The kids are getting more of the stuff they really want and need. And every single person can get in there and write on that list. You can develop different lists for different days, different stores. It's just a really nice system. It's the best one I have found. The iPhone calendar, it's okay. It's not one of my favorites, but it's okay. The Google Calendar is pretty good, but I still like Cozy better. And it's easy. It's so easy to use. Your kids can use it. Our kids were given cell phones at a very early age, and it's kind of scary thinking about that now. But they were given phones like they're 7 or 8, and I guarantee they could have started using this app exactly at that age. Anybody can, if you can type into your phone, you can add an appointment to the list. So it's just made life easier for us. And if I'm out, I again, might not have that calendar or planner. It's easy just to pull out my phone, put the information in, and then if I need to bring it home and add it to the family calendar, add it to my Midori or my planner, then it's there. It's not going to be lost because it does sync to all the other phones. It syncs on to your computer. It syncs onto your tablets. So, you will always have that calendar. You can even print it out, and you can get the upgraded version for just a few dollars and get a few extra bonus things along with that as well. You get the monthly view that way. It's just a really nice calendar app, and if you haven't used it before, definitely check it out. All the links for these apps will be below, and I know many people know about Cozy already. I've seen other YouTubers talk about it, but I never experienced it because our kids just were not that busy at that time. But as the kids get older, I can see how beneficial this is going to be. It's already started being beneficial with Brittany's cheer that's going on. She's already in practice. Jackson is already in soccer practice. Zane is soon going to be starting football practice. It's important to know all those games and all those schedules. It's important to know everything going on with school and projects, and you can have a project list of different things you need to buy. That could be another list within the app that you set up, and you know, you can add what you need, and you won't forget that stuff when you're at the store. So, I don't know. I just have found it very helpful. It won't be the only way I plan. I'm just not that way. But it's definitely one of the better apps that I have found. I love it. And I love that all of us can use it. It's the same calendar. It's just our family life calendar style. Another one that I really like is Home Routine. Now, this is perfect for jobs around the house, and it gives you a checklist option where you can build a checklist, you can set reminders on when to get that stuff done, and it syncs with other phones. If you want to put your kids' chores on that phone, it syncs really well, and it syncs to the desktop as well, or to your tablet. It's also, you guys, it has a detailed zone cleaning list. So you guys know I've done tons of zone cleaning videos. I'll link that playlist below if you want to check those out. And we will have new ones for the Indiana house. But zone cleaning is new to so many people. And it's just spending, you know, a little bit of time each day in a certain area of your home. And it's really nice because these are actually called focus zones on this app, and they have a built-in 10 to 15 minute timer, so you really don't overdo yourself, and for a lot of beginners, I think that is absolutely great. What I like it for is chores. I like it for tasks that I need my husband to get done. I like it for, you know, all jobs around the house. It's a great to-do list just for your home. You can keep, you know, all the schedule stuff, at least in my head, in the Cozy, and the home routines, and the jobs around the house, and the chores for the kids, and even how much they're making on allowances, and the different seasonal tasks that you want to get done in your home, or maybe in your car, or, you know, out in your yard. It has all that available to do. I mean, it's really nice, and I keep the two separated, like, you know, calendar and planning, and then the home routine app for cleaning, chores, stuff like that, and honey to-dos. It's just a great app for a family with kids who want to build routines, who want to keep track of chores, and it's an app that we've used a lot, and I think you guys would like it too. And I think it's just another way to streamline your family and organizing your home, your life, your priorities on different things that you want to get done. And maybe you want to do a lot of home renovations. That home routine app would actually focus on that, because you could have your checklist with the reminders of different things you want to get done, and it's great. Another app that I have basically fallen in love with is called Team App. Now, Team App is, and you'll have a little box. I forgot to mention that. Over here, I guess I'm a little late to the game on that too. Over here, you'll see what I'm talking about with these apps, and what you will see when you go to download them on your phone and or your desktop. Team App is perfect for kids in sports. So I learned about this through cheerleading, and I'm praying that Jackson's team, soccer team, will be on there, and I'm 90% sure Zane's football team will be on there. But it lets you know of all the different things going on within the team. So say you don't have Cozy Calendar with the dates for certain things happening with your kids' sports team. You can go to that app, you can sign in, you can talk to, other people within the app, and it's just a really neat app. I'm just kind of amazed by it. It's easy to use, and you just type in your team. I'm trying to pull it up here. I don't know why I need to. I'll put it in that window. But it's easy to find the team you're looking for. And here we go. It tells you like who the parents are, who the cheerleaders are, what is going on, news and reminders, events, photos. It's just a great app, and I think it's going to help keep everything straight with the different sports teams our kids are on. So, for us, we are new to all of that because our kids are just starting to hit sports. Besides Brittany doing cheer, our kids are really just starting to get involved late middle school years, at least the boys anyway. And, they're comfortable. They're ready to start playing. And I just don't know how we'll keep up with it all. But with Team App, it makes it so much easier. I think that, if you have a child in there, in any kind of team, get on that app and see if they are there. The team told us about, or the coach told us about this app in particular. It's very easy to sign up, and hopefully it will make your life easier, mom and dads, with all the different things going on that our kids do. Now, the final item that I want to talk to you about is Evernote. And I'm trying to get a book here. Evernote is interesting. It is the last app that I'm going to talk to you about. Now, with this Moleskine Smart Notebook, I got a subscription to Evernote. I had never used it before. I really am not into all these new apps. I am now, but I wasn't 3 months ago. Evernote is a great place that allows you to take notes, create lists, save things that you find online. It automatically syncs. You can share your ideas with your family or anyone else that is synced up with you. Now, with my subscription, I bought this book, and I'll explain all of this in a different video about this notebook. But this is a great notebook of sorts. But Evernote is amazing, and it can be personal notes that maybe you sat through a meeting and you want to keep the notes fresh in your mind, and you don't want to forget anything. You can type the notes right into Evernote. It syncs with the computer, the tablet, all of that. And I love taking pictures, and say I see a flower I like in someone's garden, I can take that picture, save it in Evernote, go to the the flower shop, the nursery, and pull that up super easy. They have an amazing filing system, which I'm learning through the stickers in this notebook, because there are certain stickers that you use, and it files it for you. And Evernote has been a lifesaver. I have put so many different notes about things that are going on in our lives that really don't fit into the calendar, that really don't fit into their home routine, maybe some things we want to be doing this summer. And I want the kids to see those notes and add to them if they can think of different things. It's different things I need to buy within for Brittany for cheer. It's just the perfect place to store all of your brain dump. And I love that because, how many times are we sitting in a doctor's office, or we're sitting at an appointment, and we have all these ideas, and maybe we don't have a smart notebook, maybe we don't have a Midori, maybe we don't have anything but our phones. Evernote is the perfect place to go in there and start brain dumping all the thoughts out of your head. And it really does, like I said, a great job of filing them and organizing them. You have to set up your different files, but it's easy to do. Evernote walks you through it. And if I can use it and I can get used to, the mobile apps and all of the different planner apps, I guarantee you can as well. And maybe you're already using them. And, I do want to say, if you're using a planning app that really works for you, please leave that in the comments. I'd love for everyone to be able to see that. Maybe you'll share one with me that will really help my life as well. But these are perfect apps to complement any kind of planning. Sure, maybe you could get away with just using a planner app. For me, I think that would just be like awful because I'm so used to writing everything down. But I won't deny how handy and easy these apps are to use and how beneficial they are, especially when they sync with everybody in the family. And like in Evernote, you can start planning out your Thanksgiving dinner and your guest list and, your menu. All of that can be figured out. And it's the perfect place to do that. Like I said, I look at Evernote as just my brain dump app. And I can, when I find like different couches that I like online, I take a picture of them, they get filed away. I can save web pages. It's just super handy. And all of these apps, from Cozy to the Home Routine to the Team app and to Evernote, have made my life so much easier. And I think they'll make your life easier as well. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed hearing this and getting these ideas on these new apps. I'll try to put more information on the blog post because I'm sure I'm leaving stuff out. I'm just kind of going off cuff. I have a few notes, but I'm just like amazed with every one of them. Cozy is really nice, and I am holding the kids responsible to adding certain things, like especially next year in school, there's going to be a lot going on, and I need them to help. And there's really not any consequences to not helping, except probably hearing me complain that we're having to do something, unplanned and in a hurry because somebody forgot to put it in the calendar. But everybody has their own color. We all know what each other is doing. If Scott is out working and, his boss says, hey, we have something going on this day, can you and your family come? It's very easy for him to check that and see if we're all available, or, maybe it can just be me. And it's so handy. And you can load up all the sports games. You can actually go to the team app, check out all the news, events, reminders if your team is actually on that app, and then take it on over to Cozy if that's really, what you want to do. I actually do that. But I still think the kids should be responsible. I think they should start figuring out how to use that app, making sure their stuff is on it. I hate last minute stuff. I hate doing stuff last minute, not doing a good job on it, not being able to think it through really well. And all the different reminders and everything on Cozy actually makes it where if you put it in there, set up the reminder, you're not going to forget it. The family grocery list, it's amazing. It's worked really well. Everybody can, get in what they want. And if somebody doesn't get something they want, if it's not on that list, then maybe next week they'll make sure it is on that list. Home Routine is great. It's great for running a household. It's great for keeping up with, all the different things you want to get done around your house and all the different chore lists for each child in the family if you want to do that. The focus zones, which is amazing for newbies to zone cleaning. I love that. I love that built-in timer. The team app, like I said, is perfect and so helpful if you have kids in sports. Evernote is the perfect brain dump place. They have so many different notebooks and pens and everything else that you can buy to accompany your Evernote subscription. I love it for notes and lists and brain dumping and brainstorming and things that I find that I maybe want to go back and buy later, things that I'm considering. It all syncs together, and you know, it's the perfect place to share ideas. So I don't know. These are my favorite apps. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you are using any planner apps that I did not mention. If you have any questions or comments, leave those below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.